And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Curry. Porzingis is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here we go with Westbrook into the hoop. And finished off by Westbrook.
Changing ends. Westbrook just moves at a different speed than everyone else. And he runs hard all the time.
And the 3 ball is good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. 4-point game. You know, Richard, the Sacramento Kings are an organization that has faced heavy criticism for their decision-making.
Look at the players they've missed out on the draft, the stars that they've traded away, as well as the coach that they fired. Short-term thinking has done major damage to their long-term success, if any.
And finished off by DeRozan.
And people forget that DeMar DeRozan has competed in multiple dunk contests. This man has elite balance.
Hangs home the trifecta. Butler's got 6 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Westbrook. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Golden State's gone a perfect 4-4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. Now here's Levine. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Inside the paint, Levine's agility is just a difference maker. That's what allows him to get to almost any shot.
Good on the 3-point shot. He's got 9.
Their third 3-pointer in a row.
Pass to DeRozan. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
He rifled that one in from distance.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Now, here's Sabonis. He saw him with 10 points last game.
A ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
Curry with the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Kings. Down by 12. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
I'll tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
They were bricking, they were missing, they were airballing, they were doing everything. Brutal night shooting for them when they couldn't even hit the broadside of the barn. They couldn't hit the ocean if they fell out of a boat.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Keegan Murray's checked in for Zach LaVine, and it's Carter in for Russell Westbrook. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong to lift for. These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Guys?
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Carter kicks to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, I like that he's not taking any chances there. Sabonis goes up strong with the finish.
Outside Curry. And it's Butler with the jam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
The Kings trail by 16. Wing shot on the way. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 22 points.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. And that one drops.
And Murray knows how to execute inside. You cannot give him these opportunities.
Curry, good. He's got 24.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
In the corner, it's Levine. Off target from three-point range. Warriors leading by 18. Kessler setting the pick for Curry. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play. He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. 18 points from three-point range for him in that quarter. That is some... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Zach LaVine is out there with Carter. Then there's Achua. Then there's Murray. That's the five out there for the Kings. That drive by Carter, stolen by Robinson. Here's Podziemski. His last outing, he had 8 points. Man, showing some terrific range. Podziemski's got 6.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he's got great position, and it makes it a really tough shot, even from such close range.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And they had some memorable battles last season. Let's hope for more of the same here tonight.
Russell Westbrook's checked in.
Nice finish. Zach LaVine, he's already won multiple dunk contests. Maybe another?
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Wide open look here for Murray. Porzingis with the rebound.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit. Brick.
Robinson a screen on Westbrook. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Outside Westbrook. Out to the right wing. Porzingis with the steal. At the elbow, it's Robinson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. The Kings making a switch here. Sabonis is checked in. Payton's shot is off. And here's LaVine, who brings it up for Sacramento. On the wing, Murray. Who's back up? Sabonis.
Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
A 3 from Porzingis. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Warriors have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Porzingis has got 6.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Levine with it. Robinson picks him up. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Porzingis again. He's got 8.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Westbrook passes to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Golden State moving it around. And the basket by Curry.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks. And that's what they teach you at every level. Get a body on your man, box out, grab the board.
From the arc. And another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, that's a nice play. Getting Curry something in rhythm. You know he's knocking that bad boy down.
Here's DeRozan. Robinson pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Podziemski. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Kings. And then for Golden State, Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Jimmy Butler comes in for Payton. And Curry subbed in for Curry.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And this will be his second and third shots. The line here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Athletically gifted, a knockdown shooter. It feels like Levine is constantly underappreciated for all the things that he does.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Over Westbrook. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops it. Just let him roll.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Get ready for some RPM and amazing stuff from your Arena Entertainment.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Sacramento Kings.
I don't see the fight. They're getting pushed around. You really see it on the glass.
They need some of that diesel energy in the paint.
They can use his size as well.
Now let's take a moment to recognize our Players of the Week. Keep an eye on these two. In the Western Conference, Stephen Curry.
When Steph gets hot, like he's been.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. They got Porzingis. Curry is out there with Curry. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. You know, RJ, when you think of the top scorers in the NBA, Zach LaVine can get overlooked.
Yeah, LaVine's career scoring average is over 20 points a game. We're talking about under 100 guys have done that in league history.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Back over to you.
Tremendous support. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Curry gets the bucket.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Out to DeRozan. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Westbrook passes to LaVine. Sabonis against Kessler. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
You look at the career of DeRozan. Here's a guy who has learned how to move the ball. Speaks to DeMar's commitment to getting better.
It's Curry outside.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Pass to Sabonis. And it's sent back by Kessler. Butler in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And it's DeRozan with the ball for Sacramento. And a miss there on the triple. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. That one falls.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
For 3, Westbrook. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind. Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
LaVine, that's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling. And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
For 3, Westbrook. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
And Westbrook, here we go. Can't drop it in from the right block.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Westbrook. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Takes a 3. Good, he hits again.
And this is an all-time great score, a 50-point performance tonight.
Rally's just cracked the top 5, alone in 5th place for the most career 50-point performances. The kick outside to Butler. Tries from 16. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night. Curry with the steal. Lays it up off the glass. Curry's got 54 points.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this.
Hi, folks. The NBA still so early in the season, Clark. I'd have to think any stats or averages get taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah, you haven't had enough runway yet. I mean, you have to take it all with a grain of salt, and especially if it goes against the strengths of your players. You have to see if, in fact, the change you're seeing is sustainable.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Walker Kessler out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Seth Curry. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. Murray from outside sinks the tray.
We've seen Murray shoot it at over a 40% clip for a season. To me, I think that's a sign of a really good shooter.
Curry, no good. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Kessler. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks. Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And here's Gordon from the arc. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Well, you can't let Gordon have room from outside. I mean, he's more than capable of knocking down those perimeter shots.
Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too. And he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure.
Murray against Curry. Pass to Watson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Murray, no good.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer three so badly.
Shot is good by Curry.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Murray, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Murray's got 5 points.
Well, I love the fact that he caught it and was ready to shoot it right away. Well done.
And again, it's Curry with a 3.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game. And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
The Warriors lead by 11. Puts up a deep 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown. Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Now here's Watson. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Yeah, protecting the rim. Porzingis, one of the best in the league at that.
Curry, no good. The Nuggets have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Going into the offseason, Clark, a priority for the Nuggets was adding depth.
Jokic himself bluntly made it clear that's what they needed. Denver was worn down by the end of that OKC series. You could see it. And depth was a strength for each of the conference finalists.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. It's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Curry. Curry looking it over. Stolen by Valanciunas. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Here's Johnson. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it. Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And how about the leaping ability? Butler gets off the ground so fast, especially on these alley-oops.
Nuggets trail by 12. Here's Pickett. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Fires the 3. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 23 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes. It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot is good by Curry.
I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
The Nuggets have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Hardaway, no good. Now here's Curry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. 28 points for Stephen Curry.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end. Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Warriors on top, up by 16. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard. And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
And Denver making a change here. Strother's checked in. They've got Tim Hardaway. Notice Valanciunas out there with Johnson. Then there's Jamal Murray, and it's Strother in at small forward. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Ryan. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Valanciunas finds Murray. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Warriors. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat. Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas.
Substitution on the court.
We're at about the midway point of the group stage. A peek at where things stand in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, while there's still some time to make up ground, you have to make your move quick. There just aren't many group games left.
The Warriors lead by 18. Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and, of course, that killer mentality.
A clear look for Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Strother. Launches a three. Rebounded by Butler.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
It's stolen by Johnson. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Here's Jokic for three. And again, it's Denver missing. The Warriors have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. And here's Butler outside. Drills it from deep. Butler's gotten his second bucket on the night.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And they pick up 2.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
The Warriors lead by 22. And here's Butler outside. Another three for Golden State.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
2 minutes remaining in the first set.
Murray scanning the floor. No good on the triple.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Jokic in the post. Defended by Porzingis. And the bucket is good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Fires in the triple. Butler's got 11.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Gordon, he's checked in for Johnson. Watson comes in for Strother. Brown's checked in for Hardaway. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Murray. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Podziemski. And here's Butler outside. Rebounded by Denver. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Hardaway's checked in for Denver. 55 seconds left in the second. And here's Butler outside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Savvy, size, length, strength, touch. Jokic, a low down on the blocks.
Curry from deep three-point land. Another three for Golden State.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And that one's good.
That's the finesse part of his game right there. Lofting in that little teardrop.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The three from Curry. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Hardaway, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Robinson, a screen on Hardaway. And a big Big finish by Robinson.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Warriors on top, running away with this one. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
It's classic Showtime. The way they're running the break looks like the 1980s of the Lakers.
And this score reminds you of next on the docket, power rankings. Fellas, let's see which teams are jumping. And that's a wrap on halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Kerr's 5. We've got Walker Kessler. Stephen Curry is out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Butler in at the 3. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal. So the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Chomps. Thank you very much for that report. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Oh, they get a hand on it. The Nuggets shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back to you guys.
They're good with him in the lineup. All right, Allie, thank you. It's the 2K leaderboard showing the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Second, the Warriors.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
The Warriors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Curry's shot is off. The Nuggets have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
The 3 from Curry. Knocks down the long J. Curry's got 37.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. This one for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Here's Murray. Here's Watson. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
Good read from Murray right there, getting it out to the shooter.
The 3 from Curry sends it home from three-point land. Curry's got 43 points.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there. Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
The 3 from Curry And again for three.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Curry's shot is off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
But what an athlete this Porzingis kid is, man. I tell you, you put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
Murray from outside. And no good. The Warriors have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. And here's Curry for good. Another from three.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
Boy, he's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long. What a shooting performance.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Kessler. And again for three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Yeah, he's a top-tier offensive rebounder. Valanciunas uses his size and strength to his advantage to do damage on the boards.
Curry gets the bucket.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Hardaway from outside. Horford pulls it in. 3 seconds left. And it's Curry getting it to go. Curry's got 56 in the game. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills. And getting mentally prepared to compete. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Andrew Nembhard. Siakam is out there with Walker. Then there's Shepard, and it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And the dunk by Porzingis. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Siakam's shot is off. Butler finds Curry. Takes the three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
The shot by Nembhard and nobody around. That three off the mark.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Curry with the bucket.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
Pass to Walker to stop the run. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Mano-a-mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
Here's the break. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. And the Pacers another three.
Oh, man, I wish I played in this era with all of this space.
And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with a maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Lets it go from 11. Nembhard's shot is good.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
Porzingis with a screen on Nembhard. Curry passes to Curry. And another three for Golden State.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. And there's the drive. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Pop pass to Porzingis. It's stolen by Nembhard. It's to Curry. From outside the arc. And another three for Golden State.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Nembhard. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Wasted no time on that one. Curry's got 21 in the game.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
The kick out to Walker. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
And the Warriors, another 3.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Pacers trail by 17. Here's Shepard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. That's downing for Golden State. They won that game against the Nuggets in Ball Arena. And the basket by Curry.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Siakam with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. He gets that one.
Boy, once Siakam gets in the lane with that little floater, not much you can do defensively.
A pass to Porzingis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Yep, it counts. And that's now 6. Points for Siakam.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Gary Payton II. Porzingis is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. The Warriors making a switch here. Richards is checked in. Jones checked in for Indiana.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
The kick out to Brown. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Podziemski. And another three for Golden State.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Pacers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And the wide-open shot from McConnell. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Seth Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pass to Nembhard. No good with the triple.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
That bucket in no time at all. Porzingis has got 7.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that. Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases. That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Podziemski with it. Picked up by Shepard. That one goes in. 14 points for him.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
Now, here's McConnell. He's defended by Podziemski. And it's Shepard missing. Shepard's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Shepard. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Nembhard. And that one is stuffed right through.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Nuggets.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
A lot of people think you shoot much better at home, but if you really look at the league-wide stats, it's only about 2 to 3 percentage points different on average.
And finished off by Siakam.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Traps in the tray. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
McConnell's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 3rd assist on the night. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Siakam. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Curry outside. And another three for Golden State.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
Siakam for three. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
You're ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And with the clock almost at zero, it's great awareness on his part.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Well, looking at the Warriors, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Pacers. And that is our...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Oh, man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Curry in it to one.
Wow, that's an assertive job by Hartenstein, showing off the agility there.
And that's good. Stephen Curry for three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Holmgren outside. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, J-Dub rising to the rim. We see you, Mr. Williams.
The three from Curry. Williams grabs the board. Butler against Dort. And it's Hartenstein. That time on the assist from Dort. Hartenstein's got his second basket on the night. And here's Curry for three. He drops it from range.
Steph Curry's ability to shoot the basketball off the dribble may be as special as we've ever seen in the history of the league.
Well, talking about Jalen Williams, what excites you most about this kid, Doris?
Okay, I don't know where to begin, PA, because you are talking about a legitimate two-way force and a guy who has the potential to be a perennial all-star. He takes on a huge defensive assignment. He can sustain an offense when your star is off the floor. Like, look out, this guy's game is big time. Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that three-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
And here's Curry for three. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Curry's got 12.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
And the shot goes in.
I mean, just hitting all their shots early. What an offensive game plan. It must be the coaching.
Fires for three. Another three for Golden State.
Well, like it runs in the family, Seth Curry building a career on his aptitude from distance. And boy, oh boy, can he do some damage.
Now here's Dort. 9 points for him in his last game. And SGA throws it down.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Dort taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game.
Wow, Dort showing off that incredible strength as he takes it right to the rack for a slam.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Mitchell comes in for Dort. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Curry. Basket's good.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Back over to you.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. Mitchell, and Mitchell with the slam.
Boy, Alex Caruso, what a pretty look right there. So unselfish.
The Warriors lead by 3. The 3 from Curry. Pure from three-point range. Curry's got 20.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
From deep, Holmgren. Rebounded by Butler. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
You have to credit their game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Caruso misses. Here's the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
Back to Pajemski. The 3 is up. That one no good. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. Great to have you with us.